Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited to do today's video because I'm actually going to be putting on some makeup. So I'm going to be doing a, sorry, my phone just did something funny. I'm going to be doing a collab today with my amazing friend here on YouTube, Kailee Wesley. We met through another mutual friend, Little Miss Nat. So I'm going to link both of their channels up here. You need to go check both of them out. But my collab today is with Kailee. We have never done a collab together, so I'm really excited. And we were talking about what we wanted to do, and we decided to do a palette bingo, but it's going to be kind of a different kind of palette bingo. So we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Vault collection. And so there's 4 palettes in the collection: the Dark Magic, the Ring the Alarm, the Bling Boss, and the Armed and Gorgeous. So we are going to generate colors for ourselves in each of the palettes, one shade, and create a look with it. So I think the first one I'm going to do is the Armed and Gorgeous, and I have this random number generator on my phone. I'll show you when the number comes up, and it's through random.org. So the Armed and Gorgeous palette, let me just show it to you if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have, is this one right here. And I've never used this palette by itself before. I've used it in conjunction with another palette, I think when I did my favorite greens or something like that for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm just going to go basically, 1 through 5 and then 6 through 10 math. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to hit generate. Okay, so I got number 1, if you could see right there. So number 1 in the Armed and Gorgeous palette is the shade VIP, which is right here. It's a bright, blinding white shade. So that'll be good for maybe an inner corner highlight or a brow bone. Okay, and the next palette I'm going to do is going to be the Dark Magic palette, which looks like this, but I'm going to count the, sorry, I'm trying not to blind you with the mirror. I'm going to, count the numbers like that. So I'm just going to, okay, hold on. Where is it? Come on, come back. I literally just was on the website. Oh, give me a second. Okay, go back, go back, go back, go back. There we go. No. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so generate and got the number 2. Okay. Now don't leave the page this time, Google. All right, so let's see what number 2 is. Number 2, okay, number 2 is Power Cut right here, which is a silver. It's like a taupey silver. And if you guys are wondering, my earrings were a gift from Leanne McCarter. She's one of my subscribers and one of my friends. And we've become friends through my channel, and I'm so thankful. And she sent me these as well as something else. You can see it on my Instagram now, but I'm going to be doing a I don't know, friend mail kind of video at some point. So so the third, but I love them, they're so cute. Thank you, Leanne. So Ring the Alarm is the third palette, and this is what it looks like. Lots of pretty like burgundies, oranges, gold, stuff like that. So get the phone back out and click generate. So we got number 7 right there. I feel like I have stuff all over my fingers. I think it's from the palette. Okay, so that is the shade Siren. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So that is like a burgundy shade, so that'll be fun. So that's the color story so far. I suck at swatching, in case you're new here. I'm terrible at it. And then last but not least, Bling Boss. I'm gonna have to be careful when I open this because my hubby actually dropped my palette, and the shade Bling Bling, oh, it's like, don't close. This shade right in the corner, you can see the one that's broke. So, all right. So let's see which one we get from this. And I'll hit generate. And we got shade number 10, which is the shade Berry Treasure, which is this one right here. It's like a burgundy, but it's really like a blackened burgundy. So you don't see much of the burgundy, I don't feel like, when you put it on your eyes, but it does have like a burgundy sparkle. So this is going to be a very neutral look, but pretty, like a sultry kind of look. It actually reminds me of a look maybe you'd get with the sultry palette. Let me get the swatches off my hands. I'm going to leave them on my arm just so that I remember what the shades are. And I just realized that I do not have my eyeshadow base in front of me. So let me go grab that. I'll be right back, and then we'll get right into the eye look. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. I just shook the camera. So I'm going to use my MAC paint stick per usual in white. It's actually called Pure White now. It just used to be called white. And I'm going to do my brows after. So Kailee has been doing quite a bit of collabs on her channel. She also does some project pans. She does this really cool thing that I think is amazing, where she does like 31 days of, and then a certain color combination. Like she did blue and bronze, and then now she's doing, oh gosh, is it yellow and green or something like that, I believe? Golden green, I think it is. And I just think it's really cool. And she does hauls, she does tags, she does all kinds of stuff on her channel, and she has such an amazing personality. She's one of the sweetest people I think I've ever met. So, well, we haven't met yet, but you know what I mean, met on the internet. So, okay, so this is our color story right here. So I think I'm going to start by taking the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm going to take that bright white shade, VIP, and my mirror, if I have it. Yes, I do. Because I can't do my makeup without a mirror. Sorry, just didn't mean to knock you around. And if you're here from Kailee's channel, welcome. I hope that you will consider subscribing. I do a lot of colorful looks, and we have fun on this channel. I think I have the best YouTube family out there, but you know, I might be biased, but that's how I feel. You guys are so amazing. And I just celebrated my 1 year on YouTube. So I'm going to talk to you guys about so many things while we're doing this. So as you guys know, because I said it in my giveaway video, I had the stomach flu. We're not going to talk a whole lot about that because, oh, I felt horrific. I'm going to go into the Dark Magic palette next. And I'm going to take that taupey silver shade right here. I felt so horrific. I haven't felt that bad in like, I don't even know how long. And I had gone to the doctor just for like a regular appointment like beforehand, and they weighed me. And afterwards, I had another appointment to have some x-rays and stuff done, and they weighed me. So 2 different scales, but nonetheless, I apparently lost 21 pounds in those 10 days that I was sick. So not the way that I want to lose weight. I need a spray. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, we're using the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day, whatever, coconut stuff. I just want to see if I can foil it a little bit more. I literally cannot find my glitter glue. I don't know what I did with it. I'll either find it or I will buy a new one. But I think I have like 3 of them as it is. So anyhow, so I went ahead and like I literally just laid in bed. Luckily, the day that I started feeling sick, I pre-recorded like 2 or 3 videos, which you guys saw while I was sick. So you might not have realized that I was gone, although I wasn't uploading as much as I normally do. So, but yeah, I was really thankful that I had uploaded or pre-recorded those videos so that I at least had something go up during that time. But my goal from now on is going to be to pre-film some videos. I'm going to go back into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that white shade over top of the taupe shade. So that I have some videos like in my queue, I guess, so that when I, you know, because I know that at some point I'll probably get sick again, I don't know. And you guys know I have flare-ups and stuff like that, which I'm going to talk about my condition in another video because I have ankylosing spondylitis, and April is actually ankylosing spondylitis awareness month. So who knew? I know this looks crazy right now, but stay with me. So I'm going to go into the Ring the Alarm palette, and we're going to do that burgundy shade. So I was sick. I was horrible. I felt like I couldn't do anything. Like I felt completely and utterly useless, and I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like everything just stopped because like there was no going out. There was no, I didn't even celebrate my adoption day like I was going to with my parents. So we're celebrating this coming Sunday with them because I was not able to go anywhere. And something that I have not talked about on my channel, which is not going to be like, I'm not saying like, oh, now I'm going to start like a series about it or anything like that. I think it's cool when people do that. And I have a few people that I watch that actually have done this, but like I love true crime shows and like movies and documentaries and all that stuff. And actually a channel that I used to watch for skincare and makeup, which was called Unapologetically Skincare and Makeup, Stephanie Harlow, she is probably the most amazing true crime channel that I've ever seen. And I will link her up here. If you haven't checked her out and you're interested in true crime and stuff like that, definitely check her out. So I've always been interested in true crime and such. But I've also been, how do I say this? I've also, and don't come for me if you feel differently, but like I've always been sympathetic, not sympathetic towards like, oh, I feel bad for the killer, but like I think that, you know, a lot of people, and this does not go for everybody, but a lot of people make stupid mistakes and, you know, end up in prison. And there are some people that are wrongfully accused. There are some people that are accused at a very young age and get a very long sentence. And I'm not saying they don't belong in prison, but I'm saying I feel bad that like they're then just, they become kind of like trash, and like, to me, they're still a human being. And I know that's like a fine line. And I'm not necessarily talking about like, you know, serial killers or like serial, you know, rapists or anything like that. But like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I think you guys know what I mean. But like, I just believe that every human life means something. And wrong palette, this one here. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the darkest shade called Buried Treasure. And so I decided to do something a little bit crazy. And I actually consulted my local police department before I did this, but I signed up for this volunteer program where you can be a pen pal for an inmate. And they basically choose somebody for you. And the person doesn't actually, in this particular case, like the way I did it through the police station, they don't actually get your information or anything like that. You know, you send an email, they print out the email, they give it to the person, and then the person can write you back, and then they, you know, the police station or the prison or whatever, the correctional facility will actually mail it for the person so that there's no like, you know, information exchanged, and it's not dangerous in like it is in some cases. So I know it sounds crazy, and you guys probably, some of you might think Anya's lost her marbles, but it was something I just really, I don't know, I've thought about doing for a while, and I just kind of wanted to, I just wanted somebody who has nobody to feel like they had somebody, if that makes sense. And I know that that sounds nuts, but so the person that they chose for me is actually life in prison. They have a sentence of life in prison, and at a very young age. And so, and they didn't kill anyone, so that's good. But yeah, so I wrote my first email to them, and you know, they just encourage you to like talk about day-to-day stuff, because to them that's like exciting. And so that's what I did. So I told them about, you know, my pets and my family, and I don't know, I didn't give any like identifying information, but just talked a little bit. So we will see. I'll update you guys if I get anything back. Who knows? I may not. Maybe. But I think I probably will, because the person had to have signed up for it on the other end. Like that, you know, they wanted to receive correspondence. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm nuts, if you think it's something you would do, if you think it's not something you would do, but you think it's still kind of cool. I don't really view it as cool, but like I think that, I don't know, I just want to help, you know, like somebody not feel so alone, even though I know they'd made a mistake, they did something wrong, and they, you know, need to be punished for it, I guess is the best wording. So I just want to blend this out, this harsh line right there. But I just want everyone to feel like they have somebody, because a lot of people, when they go into these facilities, like they end up, you know, having like family that kind of wants nothing to do with them. And so I don't want anybody to feel that way, no matter who they are. So I feel like this is a very dark look, but I kind of like it, because I don't normally do dark looks, but this is something that I would do for maybe prom or New Year's Eve or something like that. So I am going to go off camera, and I'm going to do my brows and just like my foundation and powder, and then I will come back and we will do the rest of my face together. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I did my base, I did my brows, and I added just a little bit of the, don't fall. I added just a little bit of the shade Siren, a little bit more of it, into the crease, just because I really, on camera, I feel like you can't see it as well as you can in person, but anyhow. Okay, so now we're going to do bronzer, which I'm going to use, okay, apparently this little palette fell apart. I'm going to use my Sweetie Pie bronzer from Too Faced, this one right here. So if you remember in my giveaway video, I was so irritated because I still hadn't received my confirmation for my shipping for the Jeffree Star stuff. So then I was like, you know, I wonder if there's something like in my spam folder, right? So I went and I looked, and sure enough, there was. And I mean, it had just come in that day, and it was after me writing them 2 emails, but it was a very nice email. And it said, you know, that they were, you know, thankful that I was like a loyal customer, and that, they were really sorry about the delays in shipping, but, they said that it did have something to do with the break-in in the warehouse, that, you know, because of the investigation going on and everything, that things were taking longer but that things would be shipped out by this weekend. And that was kind of like a generic email to anyone who was experiencing like the shipping delays. Well, then, you know, I had emailed twice, like I said. In the second email, I had said, like, look, like, you know, I have a channel. Like, I was just kind of giving them like a background on myself. And so I was like, I have a channel. I'm doing a giveaway. I bought 2 palettes because one of them is for my giveaway. And I totally understand if, like, there's a backup, but I was just wondering if you could tell me what's going on, because I just want to know. Like, it's not just, you know, about me. And so I had received an answer, and they apologized, like, directly, not just, like, a generic, like, email. This is just the Makeup Revolution, like, blush and highlighter palette. It is busted, but it still works. And so they said, you know, we're really, really sorry. And then within minutes of that email, I received a shipping confirmation. So I didn't have to wait till the weekend for it to ship. So it shipped yesterday. So I'm really excited. So the day that you're seeing this is Friday, so it shipped Wednesday because I'm filming this. Or no, it shipped Tuesday. Sorry. So it shipped. This all happened like right after the giveaway announcement. So that was really cool because I was like, everyone and their mother has already done videos on it, or multiple videos on it, and I haven't, and that sucks. So I'm going to take this Juvia's Place. I think I can never tell the difference between the big eyeshadow brush and the highlighter brush anymore. I don't know. I'm actually thinking about taking that VIP shade from the Armed and Gorgeous palette and trying to see if it works as a highlighter. It might be a little intense, but you guys know I like a blinding highlight. So yeah, so my palette is on its way finally. So we'll be doing some blue blood looks probably next week. And I have a lot of really exciting videos coming up. There's also a poll on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. I asked which palette you guys want to see me use like next or soon-ish, which is, the choice was the Disney Villains palette or from ColourPop or the Lick and Lash Playful palette. They're both gorgeous, and I'm going to do things with both of them, but I just wanted to know what you guys wanted to see first. So let's do the lower lash line. I'm going to use this like flat liner brush, and I think I'm just going to go in with, gosh, I can't keep these palettes straight. There we go. I'm going to use that Berry Treasure. If you were to put that shade Berry Treasure over top of a black gel liner or a black eyeshadow base, you would probably definitely see the sparkles. They would actually like show through, and you'd be able to see that it's like more of like a burgundy wine, black-based burgundy wine shade. But I might have to try that sometime. It's very pigmented. If I am blowing off the excess, you know it's pigmented, because normally I don't do that. Normally I just let it fall all over my face. Okay, and then I'm going to take a tiny, nope, that's not tiny, or a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go into the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm going to take that shade Siren and kind of buff that out just a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be doing some spring looks. We're going to be doing some Easter looks. I have a couple more collabs coming up that I'm so excited about. And I hope that Kailee and I will do more collabs in the future because, like I said, she's amazing. You guys will love her. don't forget to check her out and subscribe and let her know that I sent you. Show her some love. She'll be linked below and in the cards up above where there's like the little eye if you click on that. You guys know. So I'll have that, and then I have a couple of funny videos, some more palette knockouts, some more dupe videos. I have a bunch of stuff, and I don't even want to admit out loud to how many palettes I have currently that I have yet to use on my channel that I purchased or was sent. It's insane, the amount of palettes that I still need to. I'm not like this. I'm like a little. Oh, but yeah, it's crazy, and I think it's because, like, you know, some of the palettes even go all the way back to like October, November, December, because I did, you know, my 31 days of Pinkoween, and then I did like fall looks and Thanksgiving looks, and then I did, you know, Pinkmas, and then it was the countdown to the new year, and then it was just like, you know, there's always something, there's always a holiday of some sort, and so it was like I just got behind. Like I own the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, which I have seen hardly anyone do looks with. It's the all matte, like kind of more neutral look palette, but I really want to do a look with it and then use like a liquid, like shimmery eyeshadow with it as well, maybe. But like I'd show you what it would look like without that, and then I might add that just because I always like a little bit of shimmer. But yeah, so I have that palette that I have yet to use. Out of the Ace Beauté bundle, I think I've only used 2 of the palettes. Yeah, because I used the Slice of Paradise, and I've used the purple one, the Paradise Fallen, I think it's called. So I have, you know, 2 of those palettes left that I need to use. I have a couple of Blush Tribe palettes that I need to use. The Munaza palette, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it is the one that she did, Selma did for her sister. It's gorgeous. It's a very neutral palette, but it's stunning. So for my lips, I'm going to use the Cinderella ColourPop lipstick. I don't feel like putting on a liquid lip because you know how when you're sick and you're dehydrated and your lips get dry? Yeah. So, and this is just a really pretty like pinky nude. And with the eyes so dramatic, I think this will be nice. I like it. So this is the final look with the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I really recommend to anyone, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, to do palette bingo. All you have to do is Google random number generator, and it'll come right up with this little app for you to do it, because I have found some of the coolest color combinations. Not that this is like an innovative color combination, but it is one that I normally wouldn't have put together myself. And I think that that's the most fun thing about palette bingos, is that you come up with color combinations that you wouldn't have on your own necessarily. And I think it's just really, really cool to do that. So if you guys ever are like, I want to do my makeup, but I don't know what to do, give it a try. And like I said, definitely go check out Kailee. You guys are going to love her. She's awesome. Thank you, Kailee, so much for doing this collab with me. And while you guys are watching this, I'll be watching her video because I cannot wait to see the look that she creates and the colors that she got. So I love you guys so, so much. I missed you while I was sick and while I was gone, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.